Hi, well, my name is Gabby, and I just want to give you my personal opinion about HIV, which I think is very dangerous illness. But I just want to share part of my history. Like I know people, I'm a negative, but I know a lot of my friends they had HIV, and I think it's kind of very rough, illness, because I personally remember one of my friends, he was kind of roommates with me and another three person. And I remember like it was the first time I started to learn about HIV. Like I saw him, like sometimes when it was a cold weather, he gets sick very bad, and it was very kind of a strange experience for me because it was the first time I was start to learn about HIV. That was back in 2000, and I remember like when it was a cold weather, and the way he was sick, especially when he was catching like kind of little or light flu. He gets sick like a very hard, like a he tell me about like a feel like he's got pneumonia, and I remember I was very kind of scary, because I never saw people before like that. I just hearing like a by the news like HIV, and since that I started learning more and be open mind, and I was start to learn like the way you can protect yourself, especially if you got sex or sharing drugs or needles or whatever, and well, when I say from my personal experience, I think I'm a lucky person because I try to take care of myself always, and and well, I recommend it to people do the same thing, because I saw many of my friends, but I remember what I say. I remember this person, this person, he was very sick, and I remember when he was starting to feel, like a little cold, and boom, 2 or 3 days later, he was laid down in bed like for 7 days with that energy, no appetizer, and sweat a lot, like very, very scary thing, and it was something incredible to me. Like I said, wow, I can't believe I'm close to some person with HIV, which I never saw nobody in my life, because I think it was, not really openly. I think in 2000, well, it's a kind of long time for me, but since I moved to San Francisco, I live in this city, I saw many, many cases, and I know many of my friends too, and it's very, very, very scary to me, when I saw a lot of younger people, male, women, it doesn't matter, so like sick, and it scared me too, like the way you had to take a lot of medications, like I don't know how many pills, because I'm telling you, I really had a lot of experience. I just sharing my personal experience and my own, experience too. Like I saw people, and friends, and I had another friend of mine, like she gets sick very bad, and sometimes you feel powerless, like you don't know what to do, especially when you don't know nothing about the illness, and I'm happy, like, she gave me a lot of information, like she started to talk to me, and she shared her personal experience with me, and, it was very nice, like, like the way she told me, say, Gabby, you have to protect yourself this way, and because look at me, I had to take this medication every single day, and sometimes when it's cold weather or when it's rain, she feel very bad, and it's very, very painful, when that person, and you feel powerless, but fortunately now, it's like they got to medicate to people feel much better, and well, I just recommend it to people, like, like take care of yourself and protect yourself no matter what, because it's what I try to do, and it worked for me, in the way like I'm a very open-minded, like especially when it's about sex, drugs, sometimes you lose your mind, like you think like it doesn't happen to you or it can happen to you, but everything is possible because I'm telling you, I saw people like you can't believe, when you saw them, they look very healthy, and when you become more close to that person, you saw them, like they tell you, especially to me, like I got a lot of friends, in the community, especially LGBT community, and it's kind of sad when I saw like that, but at the same time, it's part of, to part of my motivation to care myself, and open my mind, like you can put yourself at risk, because it could be very painful, like because I don't know, HIV. I don't really know a lot of people like pass away. I don't remember, a lot of my friends, but I guess sometimes a lot of people, so I don't see many of them around anymore. So I guess some of them they just going. But I know I'm telling you those two specific people, people like my friends, like I had them in my memory, because I don't know, and the first one passed away, I don't know, because that wasn't back in 2000. But this one, she's still around here, and she gave me a lot of good, good knowledge about like, the best way to protect yourself, and because I really am honest with you, I got very scared, to the like it's just a little mistake, and you like somebody else, and you can maybe you don't know, asking for protection or proof, like that person is not sick, and you can get infected too, and it's like for me it's part like you can become a slave, to the medication because you have to take it every single day for the rest of your life, and I think it's very hard, like, and it's what I say, it's part of like, for me it's part like in my motivation to, like I say in my way, in my own words, like slow walking, and watch your surrenders, when it's about that, because it can be a little mistake, and well, and I'm sorry, that's it, not yet, okay. And well, I'm recommending to people the same, and well, because you can save your life, and because part of my history, I just, I'm 37 years old, so I remember a couple things from when the HIV come out, like I remember like what the news with Liberace, and Ross Hodgson, HIV, and I always remember like it was a kind of like a big news, like I say, what does that mean, HIV, or Freddie Mercury too, and I remember like say HIV, what is? I always feel like it was something else from far away from, from my community, and now, now in 2014, you can see like wow, it's incredible, like now people close to you, like they had the HIV, and it's what I say, when I was a teenager, it was something else, like for me it was like it wasn't part of my, my life, like my community, my city, like say, oh no, this can be in Africa or the European countries, and looking now I have friends, like it's very sad, especially I'm telling you, I feel my friend, I remember I was feel sad for her because in my other ex-roommate, like when I saw them get sick very fast, and the crazy thing was only like something incredible, like a little cold, a little sick, like flu, and boom, 2 days later it become like something bigger, like almost dying, and it's very painful. Like I say, wow, look at this person look very healthy. It doesn't matter, if you look healthy or not, sometimes when you're sick with that, it can bring all your immune system down, and that's what I say. I'm trying to protect myself, and I wish you can do the same, everyone. And well, I wish you can listen my message too, and just remember, always be safe and open your mind, about that, because this is not a joke, it's serious.